What is going on, guys? So this is an update about my 2019 Z51 3LT Chevrolet Corvette and how much it actually makes me on Turo. So if you guys don't know, I bought that car cash, right? It was $50,000. I negotiated down from 59, I think it was like 59,995 or 59,990, and I negotiated down to 50,000 exactly cash. Now, I got very lucky because, one, I funneled the taxes through my company in Montana, so I didn't have to pay the car sales tax, which obviously saved me around $3,120. So that's a nice thing that I didn't have to pay, which, again, very grateful for having that knowledge. But yeah, so right now it's making a good amount of money. Now, the nice thing about this car is every single penny I make is cash flow, right? So, and by the way, in that $50,000, that was without the insurance. So the insurance cost me $800 for 6 months. So again, we have to count that into cost. But right now, I literally had the car for, I think, 2 days. After the first day I listed on Turo, the next day, someone automatically booked it. So right now, I have the 90%, and it rents out for between $120 to $189 price range. Right now everything is $120. But yeah, so I get 90% of that. So I'm making right around a little bit above $100 every single day. Now I do have a couple of add-ons and some discounts as well. So for example, if I take it to DFW Airport, which is around 20 minutes from my house, plus my warehouse is around 6-7 minutes from there. So it's actually kind of easy for me to do that, as well as I park my other car just straight out my warehouse, then take an Uber there, and it usually costs me around $7 to $8. So again, but yeah, I charge $40 for the DFW drop-off, so theoretically I'm making $30 every single time I do that. Again, you just gotta account for your time. Now what I do have is if they book a 7+ day long trip, they get 10% off. If they book a 30+ day trip, they get 20% off. If they book a 3+ day trip, they get 5% off. So I thought that was pretty good. If they book in advance, I don't give them anything. But yeah, then I also have the post-trip cleaning, which is $30. So not an issue there. As well as I have the prepaid fuel, which is $50. And again, that would be about a $20 profit margin for an entire tank of gas. So that is, okay, my nose is just bothering me right now. Okay, but that's basically all the add-ons I have. I don't really have anything. So it's a matte white hardtop convertible. So far, right now, it's all the way booked out until August 15th, which is interesting because I bought the car on July 14th, which basically means by the end of that trip, it will be 1 month exactly from the date I purchased it. Now, from that point on, I've calculated out, and I will be making $2,300 and around $45 profit, $2,350. Let's round up a little bit. And that's with everything, right? That's with all my earnings, and that's after the Turo fees, all of that. So I am at $2,300 plus in cash flow in 1 month, right? So again, now if I subtract that $800 divided by 6, basically, it's around $150. So again, I'm still $2,200 in profit for a car that is paid off. So now if we take that $50,000, obviously, divided by 2,200, if every single month continues like this, that means it would take me 22 months, or right around a little under 1 or 2 years. So again, I think that's a great thing to have. I also have my max mileage limit at 100 miles per day. As well as I'm also beating my competition. I looked into my competition. Oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with my nose right now. But I looked into my competition. So they have a red 2016 Chevrolet Corvette, I think a 2LT or something. It doesn't have the Z51 package, I know that. And they're renting that for $126. Now I'm coming in at $122, but I have a nicer car, it's newer, and it's matte white. So again, preference on that part, but I think it's better, so I'm kind of beating that competition. and I think it's a great thing to have. I was actually going to resell it for the exact same price. I had about a 5,000 mile limit on the car, but honestly at this point I'm just going to say fuck it, and I'm going to keep it because it's nice cash flow, because $2,000 a month almost pays for my entire mortgage every single month, so no complaints on that part. So yeah, but that's basically the update on my Chevy Corvette. Now, do I think it's worth it? It really comes down to it. I think right now it really is, especially starting August 1st. Instead of making 90%, I'll be making 95%, and Turo only gets 5%, which means every single day I'll be making $115 or almost $116 since it rents for $122. At that point, I might just up it to $123 and be like, hey, boom, $116 a day. So that'll be nice, because at that point, right, $2,000, it would have to rent out for 17 days, which so far it has. I think this is a pure rental car. And with Texas, the weather is so nice. You can drive this year round, so I don't think it'll be too much slowing down. I was originally planning on taking it up to Utah, but then I looked in the rental market there, and I'm like, you know what, that doesn't make much sense. Not many Corvettes, and then once it's November, all of that. So I'm just like, you know what, Texas, it's staying here, and all of that. So again, it's a very nice business model in my opinion. Is it going to go perfectly every single time? No, it won't. Obviously, you got to account for maintenance as well, repair costs of the car. Luckily, I have most of that covered already, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm still a little worried about it, but again, I don't think I will have any more costs to this car up until 6 months. So, but hopefully I'll find a cheaper insurance to get it down to $600. So, for 6 months. So we shall see about that. But yeah, my plan is basically not to have any more costs with this car by using my connections and all of that to kind of see and make sure the maintenance and upwork is all taken care of and won't cost me a dime. So yeah, that's basically the update on the car. Should be breaking even right in about a little over a year and a half, which is nice, because then guess what, even at that point I could probably still sell the car for around $25,000-$30,000, which isn't bad, due to the fact that then in a year and a half I made $30,000 profit on a car, which again, what, 20 months, 30,000 divided by the 20 months is $1,500 a month profit. So it's not looking too bad. Or at that point I will probably just keep it, right? Because this is a great rental car, and I think for the next 2-3 years it will be. After that, I don't really know about it. You gotta start dropping prices, and it won't be worth it then anymore. But yeah, basically that car I think will be good up until 100,000 miles, and then you can sell it for like 20,000 more. And yeah, that's basically my game plan on it. Do I think this is for everyone? No. There's a lot involved with it. For example, one person on tour today messaged me because they had no idea how to take off the roof. So I had to explain to them, and then I sent them a video on how to do it. And then they're like, what if I break this or that? And I'm like, yo, wait a minute. I'm like, first of all, get a friend or find some stranger to help you. And she's like, okay, I got it. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Giving me a heart attack here. But yeah, because sometimes stuff happens. But that's what you gotta look in beforehand, and again, it depends on area, if your car, all of that, as well as I'm lucky enough to have a BMW 530e, which has a lot better gas mileage than the Corvette, as a secondary or daily driver. And I'm not really a person that, or at least anymore, I used to be, that's like, oh no, I always need to be in my Corvette, I need to show off, be like, I have a Corvette, or, ooh, look at my McLaren, ooh, look at my M8, look at my i8, oh, yeah, no, right, I'm like, yay, I have a car, yay. So again, it really comes down to that. I'm probably also going to be putting my X6 on there when it comes, I think in the next like 2-3 weeks I should be getting that. So we'll see about that. And I already paid for that car as well. So again, I'm straight chilling on that. So yeah, I'm hoping to profit around, starting in August, around over $3,000 per month for both of those cars. And yeah, and then I also have another car up in Utah right now, which gives $1,000. So every month I should be making close to $4,000 from my cars. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update video on Turo, and let me know if you guys think it's a good fit for you, or or if you have any questions about the platform or anything like that, comment down below and I'll answer those. And also don't forget to click the link down below for some free stuff. I'm just super saying. But yeah, anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, not financial advice. I'm a random ass kid you guys don't know. Well, I'm 20. But anyways, peace out, guys.